All right, let's jump right in. If you're a manager tasked with an AI project, you know the feeling. That sense of navigating through total uncertainty. Timelines can feel impossible to predict, and success, well, it's never really a guarantee, is it? Today, we're going to unpack a structured approach that's designed to bring some serious order to all that chaos, and it's all based on the Scrum framework. Now, everything we're covering in this explainer comes straight from Chapter 3 of a really comprehensive course by Virtualization Options LLC. Their course is all about comparing different project management styles for AI, and we've boiled down their expert take on Scrum so you can get the absolute core concepts quick and easy. So this really is the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do you bring order to the chaos of AI development? Unlike building a bridge or a standard piece of software, AI projects are all about experimentation. They're defined by uncertainty, and that's a massive challenge for management. And the answer, according to our source material, is a framework called Scrum. You've probably heard of the whole agile philosophy, right? The one that's all about being flexible and making progress in small iterative steps. Well, Scrum is like the practical toolkit within that philosophy. Think of it as a recipe for navigating complexity. It gives you clear roles, a predictable rhythm, and real, tangible ways to track your progress, bringing some much-needed structure to the unpredictable world of AI.
Okay, so let's open up this toolkit, and we're going to start with the most important part, the people. Who exactly needs to be on the team, and what is everyone actually responsible for doing?
First up, you've got the product owner. Now, in the world of AI, this person is your strategist. They are the absolute crucial link between what the tech team is building and what the business actually needs to achieve. They're not just taking off a feature list. They are making really tough trade-off decisions, like, is it better to push for another 2% in model accuracy, or do we need to make it run twice as fast? The product owner makes that critical call. Next, we have the Scrum Master. This role is essentially the process coach. They're the facilitator who makes sure the whole system is running smoothly. And for an AI team, their job is just so important. They're the ones running interference, chasing down access to a critical data set or clearing up some infrastructure bottlenecks so the data scientists can actually do their work. They really protect the team from all the outside noise. And of course, we have the development team. But here's the thing. For an AI project, this isn't just a group of software coders. It's a whole cross-functional team of specialists. You've got your data scientists building the models, the ML engineers getting them out into the real world, and, this is key, you've got domain experts who make sure the AI actually makes sense for the business. This diverse group, together, owns the quality and the progress of the entire project. All right, so we know who is on the team. Now let's look at the playbook they follow. This is the rhythm of the work itself, that set of regular meetings, or ceremonies as they're called, that keep the project pushing forward. See, Scrum works in these short cycles, usually about 1 to 4 weeks long, and they're called sprints. Every single sprint has this predictable rhythm. You plan the work at the start, you have a quick daily check-in to make sure everyone's on the same page, you review what you've actually built with your stakeholders at the end, and then, super important, you reflect on how to make the next cycle even better. It's this structure that creates predictability in a field that feels anything but.
Okay, but here's where it gets really interesting. This is the masterclass. The real power of using Scrum for AI isn't just about blindly following that playbook. It's all about how you adapt it to handle the very unique challenges that AI projects throw at you.
And this table just lays it out perfectly. Look at sprint planning, for example. A normal team might commit to building features, but an AI team? They have to explicitly set aside time for experiments, because you just don't know what you'll find. Or think about the sprint review. You're not just demoing a new button on a screen. No, you're presenting cold, hard data on the model's performance, and you're showing how it makes predictions on real data. You see? The whole idea is to bend the framework to fit the unique nature of AI. This quote from the source material just nails it. It really is all about that balance. You have to have the discipline of the framework, the regular meetings, the clear roles, but you also have to have the flexibility to accept that you can't perfectly predict the outcome of a data experiment. It's about being disciplined in how you approach discovery. So, with all this activity, all these experiments, how does everybody stay on the same page? Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard, the key documents that make all the work visible to everyone. So Scrum has a few standard tools for tracking work, like the product backlog. That's basically the project's giant to-do list. But for AI projects, that's often not enough. The really successful teams add things like detailed experiment logs, live dashboards that show model performance, and data lineage docs. From a manager's point of view, this extra transparency is absolutely crucial. It helps you understand why a model is doing what it's doing and keeps everyone accountable.
Okay, let's bring it all home. What does all this structured toolkit, what does it actually mean for you as a manager or a stakeholder? Why should you really care about this for your AI projects?
Well, the management advantage is just huge. First, it de-risks the incredible uncertainty of AI. By having these regular check-ins, you can catch problems early before they become disasters. Second, it creates radical transparency. It's like having a window into the project so you always know what the team's working on and how the model is actually performing. Third, those clear roles and responsibilities, that creates real accountability. And finally, the entire framework is built to learn and adapt. It ensures your team and your AI models are constantly getting smarter and more effective over time. So, we'll leave you with this final question to think about. When you look at your own AI initiatives, ask yourself this: is our process disciplined enough to keep us moving forward, but also flexible enough to handle the messy, experimental reality of building artificial intelligence? Because getting that balance right, well, that just might be the single biggest key to your success.